bit of a yikes there for the Envy squad as Cirque put the hurt on them in another level. This man dominated beyond belief. But before we get into the game, there's something you guys should check out here for the MDL. It's giving amateurs a path to the Pro League, so you could be spoke about by us here, and maybe you might fill in for Envy if they need to get a new player that can actually frag on the server. Because that was not what we expected, Natu. We spoke about Drone, we spoke about, obviously, the fact that JDM could come in there, his chance to shine, but he could not match up against a man like Cirque, who was in that kind of form. Didn't matter what weapon you put in his hand. When it came to the pistol round as well, not just the opening pistol, but when NRG were on the CT side, he just sat there casually tapping away, like just doming heads. Oh, it's easy.
Yeah, no, he was having a game of his life. Dropping 168 ADR all across the map is pretty ridiculous.
Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, like how often do you see that happening? No, but overall, I think that's a great example, Exhibit A, on how hard it can be to really have good rotation and just have good protocols on what do we do when thing X, Y, Z happens, right? You saw a lot of the times, for example, we had JDM playing in the garage, in the warehouse, in the yard. He would contest the players alone. Cirque would have a field day, get the kills. Like, they didn't have like a buddy system they're going where someone would help him from main or maybe from secret simultaneously. Yeah. So then, you know, NRG was just able to capitalize on all the openings that they were kind of given by the lack of coordination from the city side of Envy.
Yeah, there's not really too much you can directly say about this, right? It was a Cirque dominance. It was a lot of mistakes being made by Envy, but we didn't expect much from him. It was Nuke, right? It's a difficult map anyway. My problem is that you weren't even able to frag on that, and then we go on to another map that's coming up after this, which is another tactical map going into train. It's not exactly the best veto. I know they're practicing maps, right? I can see they're trying to get things like locked down.
What's a good veto for Envy at this point?
Well, they played Cash, Inferno, Dust 2, and Mirage.
Right.
But they've not won many games.
It's still such an early stage that you can't really say what is going to be a good veto for them. But I mean, it's a telling story that, you know, the closest rounds they had were Senfis had like 2 and 3Ks in upper bomb site basically alone when they were already down in numbers.
And that was the thing, right? He got away with that 2 rounds in a row, just sat back, hanging back, waiting for them to come through to him, and he was just on cleanup duty.
Yeah, no, I mean, that just kind of tells you a story in itself, but they just didn't have any answers when it came to trying to prevent them losing the yard. So obviously, now we're moving on to the train. I mean, it's not like it's like top of the food chain in terms of energy maps, perhaps, but yet another map where you need to have really good cohesion on both sides. You need to have the protocols on again how to defend aggressively and passively, and at the same time on the T side, like we said before, or I said before, you don't necessarily need to have a lot of executes, but you need to have certain ways to first take over ladder and then kind of have that pincer movement from Z connector or T main rather, and ladder at the same time, and maybe IV too, to sandwich the CTs and the outer bomb site. And that doesn't just happen. You know, you need to have some kind of the way you do it. You need to have some kind of cohesive ways of making that happen.
Now, is there an option here for Envy at least? Like, you've got the surprise factor. Again, we said this on Nuke, but do you think now this is more just, them trying to just practice their fundamentals on these maps more so than win them out?
Listen, you wanna defuse that Cirque problem first of all. I think you gotta start with that. Because on a map like Train, an AWP player who's so on point, it's going to be a massive disaster for you on either side of the map. So, no, I mean, yeah, definitely, what they would need here is get a great start, kind of nullify these kind of factors where an individual player can just be making such massive havoc on the server, and then you can maybe start building up on little fundamentals.
Connor, Launders, I loved your little circus thing, by the way. That was good.
Thank you.
I stole that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got to give credit where it's due. The big Cirque, the Cirque show.
The Cirque show.
Side circus.
Side circus.
It was a bit of a clown fiesta, if anything, there. But
of course, that's true.
It was not very pretty to watch.
No.
What are you guys expecting from Train? Because we're like saying here, right, we don't know too much. We can't read into it, right?
Yeah.
But Envy certainly didn't deliver on Nuke. Now they're picking out Train into this. Okay, maybe they're just going to think they've got something they can play with here?
I think Train might be a little bit easier to deal with, but I definitely mirror what Natu's saying about like diffusing certain situations. And the biggest bomb in the room right now has to be Cirque. So I do not feel envious of JDM right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
smooth. Connor is on point. Launders is giving him all the ammunition to make it happen. You guys go and enjoy train. Maybe we'll get a bit more of a firefight on our hands here.
Fingers crossed, James.
I actually feel like because like Cirque was able to on T side get like 25 kills on Nuke, I don't think there's that many ways that normally you would be able to get openings as an operator. Like train should be way easier on both T and CT side. Like I don't know, we probably won't see 35 kills again. That's a stroke of luck in some regards, but in terms of like how comfortable Cirque will be, I think he'll be in a very good mental space. I think he's going to be total zen, legs folded, in his happy place.
We shall see. But first, it's Daps and Breeze to lock down Ivy. That's where the majority of Envy's pressure seems to be coming from. Bomb included. Smoke and fire, too. Daps going to hold close, but you can see him very wary of the other side. He just at least wants info. If he sees people trickling out from T-Con, he can call the rotate. Drone and Nifty having a moment. And off the flash, they will push past. Taking damage from behind. But it is Cirque within the bomb site. Accidentally kills Sempus, I think. I mean, he's shooting at Cutler up in his face. But whatever, it works. Buggy's been taken down, even though he's on 1 HP. He's still up. Looking for another peek, will deal further damage, but Breezy's gonna have to clutch this, and that's just not gonna happen. Envy, kick it off with a pistol.
Very strong pistol, yeah. Even the smoke that came down in front of Daps, I think Daps was a little bit worried there as to what was gonna happen, and they had a good flash to support, came out, got rid of him right away, took the trash out, and then got onto the A side. It looked nice. Cirque looked like he was about to give us a whole clip, but only managed the 1 kill, which is at least something. And Envy are going to go ahead and save here so that they can buy up all of the great guns and goodies that they can afford. As for this eco, looks like a strong rush type setup towards B. One player on the ramp, that's Fugly. He's got the Zeus and is fully charged. Oh my goodness, Nifty got a little blind, and Fugly cannot get close enough to make this thing work. And oh, he just needed to click, I think. JDM maybe wouldn't have been able to get killed, but you could do 90 damage to the Zeus.
Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. You know, almost puts the heart into cardiac arrest. Just kind of gets it pumping. Like a good old espresso. You drink espressos, Mohan?
I like espressos, yeah. It's sometimes if I don't feel like retaining all of that liquid that you would get from entire coffee, go ahead, throw back a shot of espresso, and get my day started. I know it's a bit stronger. I think at the end of the day, there's never a moment where it's like, I needed an espresso over coffee in terms of how much energy you get.
Right.
But
you know what I miss?
What do you miss?
Turkish coffees.
Oh, I thought you were going to say ice caps.
Oh, yeah, that's you. yeah. When I was back home for that 1 week, I think I hit up Tim Hortons. Like, of the 6 days, probably 5 of them.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, but, I mean, I just rolled in my own filth.
No, that's good. yeah. Gotta do you, man. I like it.
You know?
Turkish coffees, yeah. Strong coffee, good coffee. Like it. I like that a lot. And the Turkish delights on the side. It's always nice as well.
My dad ate half the box that last Pro Series
Oh,
gave us.
yeah. Didn't have room to pack that up, unfortunately. I was maxed out. I did not pack properly. Still learning. It's a work in progress.
Getting back on the ball. Just like Team Envy now with a 2-point lead over NRG. Almost as many rounds as they picked up on Nuke.
Uh-oh. It's going to be something quick.
Big burst down into the B site. Certain traded immediately. There's that off of JDM we talked about. It needed to kick off, and it certainly has. He gets himself 2 towards the B bomb site. That enables the entry and the plant on top of it. But Daps does swap his gun over to the sniper.
I feel like he's just fine with the AUG. Gonna be the strongest weapon on this map, for sure. 2 players in difficult spots. Cutler tries to fall back, just barely gets out of dodge. Up top now, and it's a difficult retake for the CT's JDM. Looking to have more impact. Can't get the last kill, however.
Oh, Daps actually gives cover to the man up top, so Cutler's going to have to go for the Molotov, and he's not sticking the bomb. So now the defuse impossible. Unless they have a smoke to put out the flames, this one is over.
That's it.
Envy take a 3rd.
Little did they know they could have stuck the bomb. He tapped it there. That was the only reason the Molotov came off the wall, or off the door, and they could have just stuck it. Molotov would have been late, round would have been over, but nope. They don't do it. Cutler puts up his half of the bargain, his half of the deal, and they come away with a W on that round. Great round from JDM. The second trade was tough. 7 kills already. He's doing good. Very important trades. Good after plant spots. Well done from NV. Buy up from NRG, but it's 2 MP9s and
Do it!
oh!
Yes!
That was nuts. He actually moved it down. Like, I don't know if he was looking at which brick or whatever, but
I'm out of breath.
he adjusted properly.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's just so long that I've seen a kill like that.
fantastic.
Actually, Wardell did it yesterday on catch.
But we didn't see with X-ray, right?
Right.
Which is what you wanted.
Yes. I'm gleaming.
Yeah.
I'm not tired anymore.
Oh, you seeming vivacious at the moment.
I physically jumped in the air.
Yep. Yum for joy.
Woo. Man, that gets the blood pumping.
Like a good espresso.
So what's the next step after a beautiful start?
Well, you run on Ivy and get mowed down. Breezy's ready to fight. CT spots are good for this. Playing from Old Bomb, relatively passive. Breeze, does he have time? He can't really throw that molly too effectively, but it's good enough. And JDM sitting in the fire. It's just asking for his teammates to help him out.
They're going to get up into Ivy.
Oh.
Close proximity to the site. And nifty killing Daps is crucial. That clears out the Z. Ethan, a lot to do. Falls off of the position just as Semphis pushes forward. Because Ethan wants to take the spot of his dead teammate. But in doing so, he finds himself alone. Sure, he swaps to the op, but with 4 Ts up from Envy, this is a 4th round.
Yeah, we really have a game on our hands at this point. That was a great round from Envy, the way that they used the 5v4, pushed into Ivy control, and then got out onto the site. There was a lot of great things to say across the board, and those are some fantastic shoulder peeks from Semphis. If Ethan gets that 1 kill with the op, then it's the jig is up really. So that's a very nice one that he was able to dodge, putting that op on cycle and then pushing out, creating space for his teammates. Whole bunch of great things there for EnVyUs to look back on, and how they look forward to try to deal with Ethan. Are they going to? They're really far spread out. They just don't want to die, I suppose. Playing a long con, they're leaving an op on the board, which is going to be quite strong. Not an op they could have bought otherwise. Cirque would have been no armor, or half armor maybe. If my math is good.
They go in for the purchase? Because there's certainly going to be limitations.
I think
they'll be all right with this.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
Still that double sniper setup.
Having the op is good. I mean, from the last round helped them out.
Of course. Yeah, you take that out of the equation and try to figure out what Daps can buy. Not nearly as pretty, but this one looks all right. 6.5 on 10. MP9, good enough for 1. Semphis trades straight away. That's going to be the immediate B bomb plant. And watch NRG as they scramble back in an attempt to get something done.
Yeah, don't mind them going for this. It's still quiet. No one's actually pushed up from the T's just yet. Not a lot of nades have come out. Good damage dealt from Ethan. Semphis misses the shot. We'll find out if that was crucial. Ethan does move on to get another kill, and now they can move forward faster. 3 Molotovs in hand, though. Not enough smokes to counter this. In fact, none at all.
No, because that last smoke they had actually gets chucked up on top. But the fire may fade just fast enough. If only Ethan was still alive, they'd have a numbers advantage too. And there's only 2 exits to really watch here, so they still could have tried to sneak away with the defuse, but nope, not anymore. They will tuck tail, cut their losses, and keep 3 players up, 2 of those snipers included. So a 5th one from Envy. And this T side, an utter turnaround as to what we saw on Nuke.
Definitely. They're causing the saves. They're causing the saves, and the guns are going into the next round, which is one thing that's nice for Envy. But it might force some bad buying decisions, as we can see everyone armoring up now. MP9 will probably be bought again by somebody at some point, and overall, at least they have grenades, so there's something. But Envy are going to be happy to go up against all these half buys, and they've got 2 ops actually, somehow surmising that. And I don't think they'll have the money left over to do that again, but at least here that they've got quite a strong buy on their hands, much better than I would have anticipated. Envy, on the other hand, looking to do something similar, moving out towards B, clearing stuff out. They haven't had to pay attention to ladder, which is interesting. Post plants on B are hard to come by as Ts. You can often lose those, but they've had no problem with that. The other thing was, they had 3 Molotovs. 1 smoke is better than 3 Molotovs, right? You can't reignite the floor after a smoke is down, but since they didn't have that, we didn't even get to see what would happen past that when people have to peek. Ethan here at the bottom of the ladder, will he finally get some attention?
Only got 1 kill so far, so I'm sure we'd love to add some to the tally. Trying to dodge the shot, trying to spam in all directions.
Look how annoying that was. That was great.
Little double header. Team EnVy gunning now for a 6th round in a row here. A phenomenal T-side starting to be pieced together. But it is still early days.
EnVy are ahead, but maybe we still have a quick game on our hands, Connor. Back 6 smoke here for Nifty, I believe. We're gonna throw something similar. Goes out. Smoke on top of the side. Sir can see everything, however. Oh my god, how did he even react to that?
Fast fingers and a quicker flick. Nifty tries to trade him, but now that he knows he's not there, he's got to be up on top of the train, but he looks away. Luckily, Sempis still picks up the kill. 4 seconds, and the plant's not there. They've won based on time because Breeze stays alive, and he even hits up a T after the fact.
Oh my gosh, there was a chance there Breeze could have actually died if Sempis had the awareness to look over to Old Bomb, and how could he have known? That's crazy. Wow. I don't know why EnVy didn't have enough time to plant in those last few seconds. If it wasn't clear they needed to put the bomb down above all else, but maybe they fail even harder if they decide to go for the plant and have the planter be covered by the remaining riflers. So gotta just give it to NRG for whatever reason they're able to delay enough. I don't know why they picked the middle of bomb site smoke to throw, since they didn't have a Z smoke. They could have thrown the smoke on the right side of bomb and then covered off Z, as well as given themselves a chance to plant.
And I think that smoke exactly plays very nicely into having, you know, the 2 or 3 people that push out from ladder room. Like that right side train smoke.
Definitely, yeah.
It's a nice little combo. So, yeah, I think they would have benefited from it. But, I mean, don't forget, NRG, they win that round because of time in a 1 versus 1. This is not the good spot for them to be in.
Definitely.
That's never going to be consistent. Look at Puffy go. He just stampedes straight forward, catches Nifty, and just lurks back through his smoke, exits into the safety of the site.
Look at that. They actually all walk behind him. So whoever it's Daps at ladder, he doesn't hear this. And because they didn't overreact, they don't give up a ton of information. There's still 2 players in the site, but now they can go for the entry.
Ooh, but Fugly's still an issue. Such a good anchor at times. He gets himself the 4th, the ace for Fugly.
God. What was that, man? Oh my god, he's playing Dennis's. We're gonna have to rename it. Go ahead and call that Fugly.
Even though it's beautiful.
That was absolutely. This is a hashtag no filter from Fugly.
You know, I think I fell in love with Fugly's ability to anchor when I'd always watch him play quad on Cash. He's just a really good A site anchor there. That's when I kind of realized, like, okay, he has the ability to solo bomb sites.
Yeah, he's always had the mechanics. I think his one drawback before was that he was too careful.
That's fair.
And he would clear too many angles or take too much time, and so wasn't as aggressive as he could be. I remember that was one criticism Valde had of Shroud a long time ago. I think we're past the statute of limitations on that, so I can kind of just say it. But he was saying, basically was saying that he was, Shroud is a player who's like he's never played a player who's so good, who could be, so underwhelming at times because he wasn't as aggressive as he could have been in spots. He talked specifically about how, like, Stewie would replace him in a spot and then just put on so much aggression and spam through smokes and use nades and like peek and stuff like that. And he's like, if I was Shroud and if I had the mechanics of Shroud, what Valde said, he would just be peeking all the time, basically. I've heard that from a former team of Fugly. I don't remember who it was, but said something like he's just like, he used to be overly careful, and I think that's not the case anymore. But you could see the mechanics plain as day. He is an aimer, right?
Yeah, undeniable. Also undeniably scary for EnVy here in the 8th round because it's just the pistols. Sure, they've managed some damage. They've even got Nifty to walk out onto B, but Fugly's just beneath. Whoops.
Oof.
Yikes.
Like 50% Deke, 50% Nifty.
Yeah, let's chalk it up to that.
40-60, I don't know.
90-10. Nice attempt, but in the end, that's just not going to happen. Poor Breeze, Fugly, and Daps were on such little HP that there was certainly chances at openings there for EnVyUs. You can't take that away from them. You know, they still fall flat. They don't kill a single player, but...
they could have.
Yes. Multiple.
Lots.
Like the one who was looking the other direction.
Well, yeah.
Standing still.
Versus the Deagle in the back from the top.
But it looks like Fugly's putting on the show here on Train, not Cirque. He's currently got himself a whole bushel of frags.
The freak show, you've got to have the freak show circus. You've got to have a Fugly person, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I see. Right. If it's Big Herd Cirque.
And then you've got the weirdo with the backwards name, and then the guy Breeze who can't pronounce his own name properly, and then Daps. I think he's running the show because he's the most measured and relaxed and normal. And in his mind, he has a sick mind because he's using all of these players to make money. But at the end of the day,
beard for it.
Yeah, he's the mastermind. He's definitely the sickest of the bunch.
Would Cirque be the strong man?
Cirque. Oh yeah, I was thinking they named the circus after him, but he's got to be in it somehow. I'll sleep on it.
Slow movement now from Envy. What a change of pace. I mean, think back to the rounds that they were winning and how quick they were kind of getting into position, other than the time they bleed out clock. But now it's just the old walk and shuffle.
Brazetti.
Excuse me.
No, I don't want that. He said no. I used to be an opper, and that means I don't hold the bomb anymore.
Listen, I don't want to IGL. Forever. I don't want to op. I don't want to carry bomb. What a diva.
Yeah.
Just yoking. Look at Fugly hold. Another attempt, a different position, but he's also got a teammate here to help. JDM pops him. He's standing out into the open, and with him and Cutler, that's the opening they would hope for. So, yes, sir. Bomb's gone down, and Nifty comes in. Because he doesn't have the bomb, he can give cover on the rotators. It's because of that reason that we see Envy with a 3 versus 2.
Look at these trades, baby.
Oh, nice little flick there from Cutler. Good readjustment. And Cirque caught from Nifty up above. So Nifty doesn't want the responsibility of planting because he's got the responsibility of the after plant, and he does a great job of just locking it down.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to hold from the back lines. I'll play the clutch. I think he should be in the clutch for most of the time, basically. He's probably the smartest player on the team by a huge margin, to be honest. So and then he can pick up whatever he wants. So good player to have in that situation. I think mostly he was thinking about the flank at first and maybe throwing a smoke for the small fake outside, and that's probably why he didn't want to hold the bomb, but it works out in 2 ways at the end. Breeze going for Ivy control with a little bit of a nade. This is nice. He doesn't even have to play it technically to really just bleed time off the clock for the terrorists, who I think like they're just going to set up and go anyways. But there are 4 players outside who can only have to look about their front. Look at that damage. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's substantial. And the Molotov cuts off the second cohort. So they come out in waves. Yeah. Both of which should be slain. Daps adds another to the tally.
You know, if they didn't have telegraphable smokes, they could have exploded a lot better and got out across the site way faster, and they wouldn't have had to see teammates separated from each other between Molotovs and taking damage inside Molotovs. And so, you know, maybe there's a better way to do that where they have one flash go over and then they all just explode. Maybe roll a sandwich smoke in, throw something to cross the E-box, but instead get fully telegraphed. And because of the Ivy control, like, our NRG don't have to worry about that at all. Makes it a little bit easier to hold outside. But they didn't even have info that it was Ivy control that was being held because Envy were already up in T-Con.
Here's the scary thing for EnVyUs. You know, they start off with a pistol, they convert for the full 3. A couple of gun rounds moving forward, thinking, nice, 5-0, let's go. But then we have NRG starting to get back into form, and now they've just ate a reset.
Right.
So definitely a justified pause. And there'll be chances to add more rounds to the board, but if NRG make this sweep back and finish the half 9-6, I think we're still par for the course.
Definitely.
You know, as opposed to Envy just blowing them out of the water, which is what seemed to be happening first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like game's not over until it's over for Envy, and they know that no matter how many rounds they are in the lead with, it's going to be harder for them to come back into it or just maintain a lead than for NRG. There's a few more outs in the game. Here's Fugly, and just as you mentioned, Envy without weapons. They're WoW right now, without weapons.
Without weapons, wow. Well, if they can use their skill appropriately, they'll certainly wow us. It's just obviously way too hard to do so with no utility, no flashes, no smokes.
They got a Tech 9.
And a P250.
Yeah. They got time. They got 50 seconds left.
I was gonna say, if you're not waiting for the flash to get into position, I guess you're just waiting to just nail timing on the head. Cirque. Oh, that's the first one pass.
Oh.
Misses the follow-up. This is some good footing here for Envy. But Fugly throws himself within it. He's gonna get, supposed to die to that player who just jumps out through smoke. But for whatever reason, he's still alive. Good cover here from Daps. A great team play for NRG to pick up all the pieces.
I personally have zero idea how Cirque missed that first shot, but it wasn't meant to be, it supposes. It supposes, I suppose. No plural. Could you ever use supposes? I supposes. No, that's not a word. That word doesn't exist.
Supposes?
Yeah.
No, but suppose so does.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 words.
That's another word on top of the first.
Little add-on. DLC.
DLC, $40.
Back into the buys. This is what I want to see. Envy on full guns. But oh boy, that could be a quick flank up behind the ladder. Although Sempis does climb upwards. He's welcoming Daps in, and unfortunately for Sempis, he loses the duel. A frantic gunfight that loses HP on both sides. Although Daps does retreat happily into this 5v4.
Ivy control will look. The Envy will look to Ivy control to try to take back some of the action that NRG have had go in their favor. And now Cutler has moved his way up. There are 3 people in the middle of the site. They are ready to be crunched. Call this the Crunch Wrap Supreme. One at ladder. Bomb outside T-Con or in brown hole somewhere. And Cutler, is he going to avoid the crosshairs? Oh, no, he's not. Breeze is ready.
So, once more NRG gunning to tie things up at 6.
It's going to be a save, isn't it?
You'd hope for JDM's sake, because that op cannot be afforded in the follow-up round.
Yoicks. He is in enemy territory, behind enemy lines. Can't hit the quick scope flick. Leaving just drone. Just a little droney. Drone bones. Johnny Bones drones. I don't know.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure his last name's Johnson.
Anthony Rumble Drone Johnson.
No.
Anthony Drone Johnson.
I think it's Johnson. Let me check.
His name's Taylor,
Taylor Johnson. So,
Johnny, is Johnny Johnson ever? Does it fill out to Johnson?
Taylor
Johnson Bones Drone.
Yeah.
That's a good,
no.
That's actually pretty good, I think.
Obviously, pistols yet again for Envy. This is the look that I think we saw from them on Nuke over and over, and it never surmounted to anything at all. We've seen them rob a bomb plant on the B site with a similar setup, but man, this is not the start. This isn't the same game that we started with.
Drones at 111. Wake up, kid. Come on. Come on.
Let's go, punk. We're friends on Steam, so I can call him that.
Yeah. He once gave me a tub of G Fuel.
Really?
Yeah.
What flavor?
I don't remember. This is delicious, though, I have to say.
Freebie flavor.
Yeah, it tasted free.
Tastes like leech. Ow. Ow.
I'm not going to ask if you're okay.
That's not funny.
Are you okay?
It's called the funny bone, but it's not funny.
Yeah, it never is.
Ah.
Does it ever make you laugh, actually?
No.
You just sneeze and
A little
cry
bit.
at the same time?
Yeah, it's a field of emotions.
NRG sneak back into the lead ever so slightly.
Yeah, another pause called. Don't blame them. Still trying to figure out a solution. Remember,
Yeah.
this was not supposed to happen here. They had themselves that 5-0 start. It looked fantastic, but then Launders, we had that reset, crucially. When they finally broke through the CTs, they were reset. And that's what happened on Nuke.
The first map.
So this has been really the bane of EnVy's existence.
Yeah, at this point, they're just like, ooh, at least we got 6 rounds. But, yeah, and that's at this point, it's just economy is the difficult part. They look good, though, man. They had such good rounds when they won. They really did. They didn't come by. Those 6 weren't for free. They earned them. They were good rounds. So, let's see. They've got another chance here. What do you have left in the tank?
Some jet fuel.
Yep.
Oh, you know, you're just setting up, getting ready to push. Got a plan, all prepared. Then a couple frag grenades fly forward and just blow you to pieces.
Just take it all. Just ruin the plans. Scrap them.
Now, you think a rainy day kind of ruins your plans.
What about an 80 day?
Exactly.
Is that what you were gonna say?
It was.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Have I said that before?
I don't know. I've never even heard that or said it before either, so I don't know why I thought you would, but
We're starting to fuse.
just the rhyme, I guess. Nifty. He knows. He's thinking about it. He knows. But look at Cirque. He's tucked in.
Wow.
Unlucko.
Like we say.
Unluku maluku.
A game of millimeters and milliseconds.
Wow. Does Cirque? Oh, Cirque doesn't know that he left to go into. Oh, maybe he does. The rotates are starting to come out to inner, so he's probably shared this information. But Cirque is just rotating through T-Con, interestingly enough, just to clear out for his teammates, maybe so Breeze can rotate in. The jig is up, Envy. They know what's going on.
You're fooling no one.
No one.
Except yourselves. All 4 just going to come parading down the ramp as well. This is a mop-up.
Bro.
And a mow-down.
That's just... This is a truly instant replay.
Yeah,
That was very fast. I feel like clip that before he knew he got all those kills. Like, yep, clip.
All right. Holy mackerel. Holy envy. Because they were just packed full of bullets there on the ramp.
It's kind of unlucky though, huh? Just the fact that like Cirque flanked and Nifty like looked for it. You almost saw it, but then did not.
That's why you got to clear all the way. You know,
I mean,
can't half-ass things.
That's true, I guess. But wow, that was nice from Drone.
Yeah, second kill.
Second kill. Come on, Drone. Come on, step it up. That was nice though. That was very nice movement on the ladder.
Very quick as well. More importantly,
He slinked down there like a sneaky snake.
slapped him quick and fast.
Snakes and ladders. You ever play that game?
Of course.
Oh, that was confusing. I didn't know he had an auto sniper. I was like, how's it still shooting?
Good flashbang. Tempest turned into the corner. Ethan permanently puts him down. And it leaves us in a 3 versus 2 with both of Team EnVyUs' remaining players still towards spawn. Their options are open. And so are some of their routes, because with NRG having 3, it's a solo B defender.
Middle of the site presence for NRG. Kind of hard to predict spots here. Nothing standard. No Z player. No one back 6 or IV. No one in the ladder, which they're going to be worried about. So we'll see. On the bomb train, that might get clear. JDM, will you actually be able to see this? I don't know. Cirque, how far does he stick out? That scope. Oh, it's almost a bait.
That's a next level positioning.
Yeah, that's an accidental.
Oh, you see my scope,
Magical, wonderful bait and Drone. He's getting full flanked. Oh
Ring around
boy.
the Rosie, though. He's
What happens
managed to do the
here? He
same.
just missed a head. I don't know. Fugly? Oh, this is a chance. No, doesn't get that kill, unfortunately. Seemed like he had a good play going for him. NRG, I think you called it. They get the 9-6.
Yeah, so complete and total turnaround, right? 5-0 start for Team Envy. We get that 1 additional round, and it's met by a reset. So,
Reset.
No, sir.
Yikers.
You get yourself nothing more.
The early game is just, look at this. There's some good stuff here. JDM looked really good at first toes. 3 rounds in, he had 7 kills. Seemed to kind of go, I don't know, did he go a bit quiet? I don't want to call that, but
I mean, the whole team did.
a little bit, yeah. So it was a team effort in a bad
Stopped
way.
working. And whatever NRG did started working.
Yeah, so I don't know. Good. So like it was overall a decent half, but NRG just got like so much better. The holds were better. The shots stopped getting hit after 2.
And so now we're left with NRG swapping to the T side. I would hope for EnVyUs' sake that if they want to kind of pick up where they left after that 5-0, it's to get this second pistol.
You would assume,
Because
yeah.
you know that's gonna kill the absolute momentum that NRG are currently hanging on to.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they've won rounds. So
It's just been a long time, yeah.
you know, we talk about it. It's like technically, you look at the numbers, 6-9. Like you had a good T side. 6
Yeah.
rounds on a T side's great.
Not bad.
Forget about the fact that it was a 5-0 start, and this is still a doable half.
Definitely.
But it went from
It's the fashion in which.
you know, a potential stomp into what is now just your average half.
Average.
And you also have to forget about the fact that you haven't won a round in what feels like forever. Completely derailed the comeback that NRG are currently on.
Been
But
a
you can
nice
do that.
edge.
You know, it's the swapping of the sides. It's a whole new game.
Yeah, you wipe the memory. The game wipes its memory, you wipe your memory. Clear decals, IRL.
Get them all out of here.
Decals? Decals. Decals.
Decals.
Ooh, that's a new one. All it does is add a... What's that? Oh, waiting for players to ready up. Okay. 90 seconds to start.
90? What do they need all that time for, do you think?
I think that's the time that it'll start whether or not they're ready. So maybe, or maybe they, I don't know. They probably know the future a bit too.
What can you do in 90 seconds? Recite the alphabet. Tie your shoes.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, these are a couple of good ones. I couldn't think of a single thing, so I'm kind of impressed.
Breathe.
Yeah. A given? That's a given. I like the tire shoes. I like the alphabet one. Like, what's things that would take, like, you know, 60 to 90
Could you
seconds?
eat an average?
I could eat an apple, 90 seconds.
Really?
Sure, yeah, if I
That's a
had
lot of
to.
chewing. I was going to say, could you eat a sandwich in 90 seconds?
Well, it depends how many slices of ham.
2 slices of ham,
Little
one
bit of
Kraft
mayonnaise.
single, some
American cheese.
margarine on the inside just to slide it down,
Perfect.
in between 2 standard white pieces of bread.
No problem. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
What about you?
Just
You
fold it in
couldn't?
half and engulf it.
Slurp it up like a hot dog. That's it. What about you? You couldn't?
No, I'm a very slow eater.
Are you?
Yeah,
Oh.
unless I'm really hungry. Feel like I devoured that burger earlier today.
Oh yeah, we plowed through that thing. Crusty crab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Did you know that McDonald's used to sell pizza?
Did they really?
Yeah.
When?
Way back. Like my dad remembers it.
Wow. What if your dad was trolling you?
I hope not.
Does he?
It means my mom was in on it too.
Oh my gosh.
But I
It's a whole
trust her.
conspiracy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they sold pizza.
Maybe it was your mom, your dad, and the government all lying to you. Hopefully you never find out that they were. Even if that was the truth that they were lying to you, I hope you never find out.
Oh, I'd be broken.
Yeah.
My trust
How could anyone survive that?
obliterated. The Betway live odds, obviously still here favoring NRG, so no one believes that the swapping of the sides will reignite Envy. And speaking of ignition, look at the flames now preventing that rotation. NRG just swarmed the B-bomb site. Fugly continues on this expedition, trying to push into the spawn. In fact, they hold off on the plant. Going to change positions and put it down lane. Why? Because they have all that forward positioning within B. I mean, look at the radar. The entirety of the B bomb site belongs to NRG.
It's true.
And this is like watching like a B site Dust 2 retake.
This is not easy.
They
This
got to
is-
come through 2 doors.
This is a unique plant. Yeah, unique way to play the after plant and 5v5. You've never seen this before. Oh my god, how did he pre-fire that? That was nice.
Okay, that's a way to get yourself out. A little bit more spacing now. The CTs can filter in, triple forward. And yeah, okay, they'll get some more headshots. In fact, they just clean up the whole issue.
Oh my god, does he have time? Oh, he's waiting for the defuse. They don't have time to do that. He needs to just get on it.
I don't think he had time either. No. No.
I think he just had to get on it, man. I don't know. I guess maybe they heard the music and he knew he didn't have 10 seconds, so their only chance was Semphis. That sucks. That was a hard retake.
That was an awesome retake.
That was a good retake.
It looked good.
It looked great.
Like they should just get the
Give
defuse
them the point.
automatically.
Just bomb just stops.
Well then,
Wow.
I wasn't ready for that.
10 to
I
6
thought
now.
I thought we were looking at a tied 9-9. Just turned my world upside down.
8-9 now. Technically, if you're talking about free rounds.
True. There have been changes.
Changes have been made.
The flow of economy. We got new tariffs.
But instead it wasn't meant to happen. NRG, high five each other. Move into
Yeah, they'll take that.
a free round. Yeah, well, any day of the week.
And speaking of free rounds, this is as free as it gets. Another immediate B bomb plant, just as swift as the prior.
Crazy stuff here. Crazy scenes. Unreal scenes. Henry's going to say that, so I want to say it before he does on Pro League. Unreal Scenes here on Inferno.
Not Inferno, Launders.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong map.
That's just what when I think of him saying it, I think of him saying it on Inferno, but I think he said it on every map. You do a NRG impression? Can you say Unreal Scenes on here on Inferno?
Unreal Scenes here on Inferno. That's my best. That's my best one.
That was someone British, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like British people are 100% going to disagree.
No, that was good.
I don't sound like that.
Yeah, that was like a Reginald Cumberbatch.
I hear you, Rush. Unreal Scenes. I'm better at imitating Sadicus.
Okay, because you're Canadian. Yeah?
Yeah, we do the same job.
What's
He just does it better.
Go for it. What's the line?
It's the Big Apple, and Snacks is hungry. Guardian, bye-bye!
That's good. That's good stuff. I just, what's not conjugate? Discombobulate? I take that phrase and I deep fry it as a meme. And I go, it's the big snacks and Apple's hungry.
Oh boy, bomb's been thrown out immediately. Nifty gets himself a swift little headshot, but you know what's quicker? NRG. They've nabbed themselves 2 bombs. Not yet retrieved. But they're just taking a little breather, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They ran into the park, and before they start their activities, they're just going to sit on the bench and enjoy the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But now, the game's back on. 3 of their players on incredibly low health, so that's not going to make their job any easier. But what will is the fact that Envy are so contained to the back of Old Bomb. No footing to work with.
They're stuck. They're in the projects. What are they even going to do? Are they just thinking about how they leave, or?
Yeah, like that's the thing. What can you do?
You do?
You just got to run down these narrow angles.
Ooh.
Sure, you may have found the kill from JDM, but even that's not necessarily a trigger to move forward.
Nah, yeah, they're giving up.
Call it quits.
Can they get caught? They can still get caught here. Cirque knows that JDM's, he's got the mind of an opera. He knows what JDM's going to do here. Cirque is just going to walk all the way out, huh? Oh, that is pretty annoying, huh? That's pretty annoying, but JDM's ready.
Yeah, so at least they keep the sniper and the FOMIS of drone. That's the little bonus, the icing on the cake, the sprinkles on the ice cream.
Of the ice cream cake.
Whoa.
Because that's possible. We can do that now. We have the technology.
Thank God. Ice cream cakes. You know what I hate?
Froyo.
Carrot cake.
Oh,
It's not even a cake, it's made with carrots.
I like carrot cake.
Ugh.
I can see why you don't like it, though. Totally fair. I can see.
Oh my God, look how fast this is. JDM. Ooh,
Okay.
nice hold. I mean, they had 2 guns launders. Both of them were over on the B
They're
site.
both on B. It seems like a full buy as far as NRG are concerned.
Wow. That's a good opening for them to get back into this game.
Pretty smart stuff.
At least for a couple rounds, you'd think.
2v5, Fugly, he's done it before. He's been here in the past.
Yeah, but with 6 health, come on now.
He's got Ethan instead of Cirque.
But they don't have the bomb.
That's something that's necessary. Tons of CTs patrolling. This is like one of the last missions in Metal Gear Solid. Oh, that's scary. Headshot through the wall. JDM gets a warning shot. Fugly's low, but he's still in this. I don't know, man. I'm scared for Envy.
I'm not. I think they're just going to goose egg
Oh,
this
Nifty
bomb.
gets tagged, dude. They're all hurt now.
Okay, maybe I'm a little worried. Just a bit. Because it's Ethan who has that full bar.
And Fugly knows now where Ethan is, and he knows JDM's opping. Oh. Dude.
They're both trying to just pinch in, get those little like, narrow angles, but no, okay, now it's done.
Of course he didn't stand a chance, dude. What were you thinking? Let's not get crazy.
You're supposed to go down with me.
It's just 2 men. 2 men who can frag.
You're the kind of guy who says like, yeah, if you jump, I'll come. And then once I'm falling off the building,
you.
yeah. Well, I'll get an espresso.
This is how I start my day. Pour out the Chardonnay, put on my penny loafers. I call them Hardaways.
What are penny loafers?
They're shoes that look like, kind of like boat shoes, I guess.
Like moccasins?
Like loafers.
Oh. Are they cheap?
They can be.
Penny loafers.
Oh, I see. Can't get them for change. But you can get them for a change.
That's a fair point.
Probably get a nice pair of penny loafers between $40 and $60. Be about 250 to 300 crowns.
I bought enough shoes this month.
What are we working with these days?
What you mean?
shoes-wise.
Oh, well, you got these NMDs just the other day.
Oh,
Plus some leather shoes, but
Connor, can you pay attention, please?
the leathery aged skin
Just
of
because I talk
Semphis.
doesn't mean that you have to.
Oh, I hate you. But I love you at the same time. This is what abusive relationships are like.
Oh, that's unlucky, man. You knew about those fights were coming.
Yep.
Oh!
But look at Fugly. I mean, where was this headshot last round? That's what you were afraid of, Mohan.
Where was that? Cutler's making a good play, though.
Yep. Stops the bomb, throws it back over towards Ivy. Drone. Just getting into position. Watch left.
Oh!
And he will snap downward, so this pushes it just to Fugly. We saw a crisp headshot already this round, and he's going to need a couple more kills in a minute's time. CTs separated. Bomb left alone.
Wow, they're evacuating. Molly gets thrown into Z, and Fugly has a lot of vision, but now with the... He can read the rotation a little bit here. Gonna make sure no one's fighting from Ivy. If he takes too much time, the bomb will get spotted again. And if it doesn't get spotted, then it's a lot easier for him to, like, find a kill. Oh, being totally silent here. Really worried about making noise. There it is. Picks it up now. 20 seconds. Technically, he could go inner, which is kind of crazy, but somehow this 2v1 is not perfect. Wow, this is 20 seconds left?
What if
he's going to check left.
He's going to
he
get the kill
could,
back
yeah.
to A. He can actually still win
I
this.
don't know.
Cutler's up close. Fugly predicts it, but Cutler already around the corner, so it wasn't a predictable position. And good attempt by Fugly.
Imagine if you went inner.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Would have been crazy.
I do like his ability to try and get that 1v1, however.
Yeah.
But yes, going back to the bomb site then kind of screwed him over in
A little bit. It's hard to say who was where in that situation. I think he expected that there was a guy at Ivy the whole time, and that was him, and then the other guy he thought was maybe sitting in Z or something like that. So, but in that case, I don't know. Planning opposite bomb potentially could have worked. Rotation would have been too easy from Z to B. Gotta pick your poison really at that point. Oh! That sucks. That's a day ruiner right there. That's like stubbing your toe in the doorway on the way out of your house to go to work.
Yeah. And you're already not looking forward to work.
Now you hate work. It's not your boss's fault.
Little defensive Molotov. Arguably jumps the gun.
Very reactionary.
Thin skin drone.
You never know when they're going to come flying at you when they are.
Yeah, of course. Better safe than sorry.
And deep Molotov at the back of the bomb train. No one's playing there right just yet. Drone safe here.
For the time being, that is.
Uh-oh.
Here's the
Let
feed
him out.
pass. Drops bomb. Goes behind.
Nice.
Should die to the player above, but it's Ethan and Fugly to combine for the kill. So NRG not going to get their plant. I mean, they've lost all control of the site. Hello? Ethan's still up, but now he's gone.
Oh my god, what? Made it look deliberate.
Man,
I don't even know, man.
he just stabbed him through the heart.
What even is that? That's Assassin's Creed is what that is.
That's gruesome.
He's just trying to rotate, man. I thought he gets clotheslined hundo P. NRG, you're saving.
Yeah, and Team Envy are making a comeback. I mean, we talked about how EnVyUs had a great start to the half and then kind of fell flat. Well, you can argue the same for NRG. They win the pistol, get 3, and ever since then, it's Envy.
Yep, still a team in there somewhere.
Let's go. Again, I think what's nice about Team Envy is we've seen them on an assortment of maps so far this season. Train could be one of the better ones.
True. Yeah, we talked about starting from the outside. They got maps like Train. It's more of a core map to have.
Yep.
It's good. It's good. It's good. I imagine that's what Cirque sounds like. Is good. Probably not. I've heard Cirque sing, and I can't remember.
Heard him speak.
I've heard him sing.
I've never seen a Cirque interview. I've never had the opportunity to meet him in person.
I think I've met him in person and talked to him and heard him sing, and I can't remember what he sounds like.
I've heard him sing. What were you doing?
No, he was singing on the team comms. I think it was like I was watching a demo or like watching a match and then their offline comms. He was like singing.
Well, that's a cheery spirit to have in the TeamSpeak server.
Yep.
Hopefully he has that cheerfulness now that they have guns back in their hands.
I'd like to know the etymology of names, and I don't know where Cirque is from.
He's from Bulgaria.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Wait, what? Is there something there, or? Nice shot, I think. I didn't see it, but it's an open and kill.
Yeah, takes down JDM most importantly.
Ooh, they're going to be ready for this, I think. Oh, super ready.
5v3. Now Cutler has to get pulled over towards the B site. NRG just going to continue to stretch their numbers all across the board. And when the strength lies in numbers, you can afford to do this. Come in from many different angles.
Oh, he saw that. He didn't see it. Oh, that's Sunlucko. I don't mean this. Is it Sunlucko? He didn't notice. He should have.
Most certainly should have.
Should have.
I saw the satchel.
We did.
Cutler, though, at least gets Ethan, so that's one kill.
Oh, that's not a guy you want to shoot
Nifty,
at.
stop. Stop. He's falling apart at the seams. Breeze gets the best of him. 3 versus 2 for NRG, so the numbers are still getting low, and they don't have the bomb to work with. That's the big issue. They have the time to go retrieve it, but it's going to give Cutler a chance. Daps honed in. Owns him. Takes a 13th for NRG.
What happened that round exactly? I don't know. We had the X-ray, so we saw the full X-ray, but we know that Nifty saw a part of him. He just didn't notice at first. Then got caught off guard, moved back, almost off his teammate. Thankfully, he actually missed. Or maybe through a thick wall bang. Didn't do too much damage. And everyone just starts dying. Oh my gosh. Bullet zings past. Great grenade. Woo! What the heck? That's a wallbang too. Zephyr, he's not asking for any of this.
Yeah, but he gets more than he asked for. A whole lot more.
A whole lot more. Information is gathered. Ivy, the player, enter and Breeze takes the face clean off of JDM. He is going to need face replacement surgery.
We can do that now.
We have the technology.
Drone, ready for the walkout. But Cutler picks up the first piece. So, 4v3. And the CT's still on this A site. There's the potential for Daps to wrap around on Ivy. So you can see Cutler trying to control this portion of the map. But what that does is leaves Drone entirely alone.
Somehow Breeze got to the back. Oh, there's another player on the side, I see. Bombs planted, side plant for Breeze. And he's here to take a duel with Cutler. Drone can't get all the way up the ladder, and it's going to be hard to get all the way back up now. Yeah. But it doesn't even matter. This side of the bomb, like, it's not even important. This is crazy that this duel is happening. NRG clearly confident at this point that it's not going to be an easy one to win. That's one way to win that duel.
Just cross your fingers and count your lucky stars.
Oh my god.
I mean, the bullet's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, another. Almost.
He has no idea how close he was. But Daps do.
Daps done.
Yeah, but Dabba do. Yabba dabba daps.
Yabba dapsa do?
Dippity daps. Yabba daps.
One more pause remaining after this one, because Envy have called their third.
They spaced them out well.
Yeah, they did, actually. Obviously, you don't get any more in overtime, so be careful.
Here's where they try to figure it out.
Mind you, maybe they want to win here in regulation.
Can't blame them.
Wouldn't at all. But obviously, NRG have broken through what was the defense of Envy.
They have no money though, huh?
No. Not going to be a fun one.
Yikes. They're going to community college.
Still counts.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Piece of paper.
Great TV show. And I think Asher Roth was talking about community college when he said, I love college.
That's why he loved it.
So there's a song there too. As testimonial.
Just drone on that AK. Fast fight from NRG. This is like what they did versus the anti-eco back on Nuke. When they know they have an absolute advantage, they just charge straight through you.
It's great. There's the lack of counter nades. That's the one thing you can't hide. There's no way the CTs have enough nades. And you need so many long range guns. That's the problem with Train. Drone's in a great spot. Oh, he sees three. He can, oh, barely misses one. Does he know there's anyone to his right? Not sure, but it's the guns. It's the guns.
Flashbang over. Nobody actually able to push up here for Team Envy just yet, but Drone does get himself another and a second. But Fugly, seeing as they had so little health, cleans the board, and he's gunning for the ace.
Another one. 2-in-1 map.
He's looking for his 30 bomb as well, pulling his best Cirque impression. Talk about the heavy hitters of NRG, and you must mention Fugly.
Wow, this round's over. Go ahead and finish the kill. Get 2 aces in 1 map. Why not? Can't do it. JDM dies, though? Yeah, he does. Ring the bell.
Ding.
Ding dong.
The witch is dead.
What's that from? Is it Ding
Wizard of
Dong?
Oz.
Witch is gone or dead?
Ding dong, the witch is... I don't know.
Which she did.
Power to the Munchkins.
Is that also from that?
No, I'm just standing strong with them, you know?
Oh, okay.
They need to be represented.
Right. I love Cirque's gloves, by the way.
What's he got?
They're the Tortue gloves. They're the blue...
Oh, yeah, the tortue.
Tortue.
French word for turtle.
Oh! What?
What a
Not
flick.
a wall bang, dude. Holy
What
smokes.
a flick. Like, do you even stand a chance at that
No,
point?
you can't do anything. Are you kidding me?
Just die. Just
Take
like
it.
JDM has here. Ethan with another one. So 5 versus 3 for NRG to try and close out map 2. A much more respectable score from Team Envy here on Train. Looked like a fantastic start. Left us scratching our heads to wonder what could have been. And it's not over yet, but it is dire straits.
Oh, gets away with that op. Leaves it in a trickier spot. I mean, it kind of looks like bait.
Yeah, come get it.
Hanging a carrot in front of a horse.
A Danish carrot.
Danish horse.
Here we go. Splitting into the A site now. They've made up their mind. They've made their decision, and the defense cannot hold them at bay. Not whatsoever. Nifty up onto the ladder. He sees all these bodies around him, and he hears the plant. He knows his job is impossible, and Drone's the same. Walks in and slain. NRG 16-10, and that's going to be both of their map picks up over here of Envy. So they are on quite the tear so far this week.
They aren't losing.
One hell of a collection of games,
Yep.
and they're making it look too easy.
The online heroes, and they're getting so many games out of the way that they have so much room between land finals to do kind of whatever they want. So good couple of maps from NRG.
Yeah.
A lot of game tape to be looked at from Envy. Like how they
100%.
approach the round. Good early starts to the rounds, or the halves, excuse me.
It's the kind of outcome where at least they're going to get a chance to learn from it, right? On Nuke, you didn't learn much other than Cirque is an utter beast. But this time, like you said, a little more tape. And that's the thing with NRG. They have so many games this week, but if they're in this good form, well, it's going to be one hell of a week. And I know a couple of other guys who are in great form, Launders. That's going to be our friends James and Natu. They're over there by the secondary screen, and they're going to unpack this one for you. It's yours.
Thank you very much, guys. A little bit better coming out of Envy there. They showed at least that they will not be completely destroyed out of this scenario. They put up a bit of a fight and a better understanding of how it was played out on Train. But again, you're going up against a very well-drilled NRG, a team that's been together from the very beginning, right?
Yeah, I mean, that first half could have been bigger for Envy for sure, but unfortunately for them, they couldn't close out yet again some of the close rounds that we saw in that half. But yeah, it's good to see at least that they're giving that fight, and they seem to have a lot of different kind of executes and strats and approaches to that C side, so that bodes well for them going forward.
So Train is done and dusted, and I guess for NRG, right, this is more, okay, you've won the games you should have won here, you didn't let too many rounds slip away, but it could have got a little bit dicey. We saw Envy on their T side, they actually had a solid start here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, also just shows that NRG has the routine, you know, a bunch of rounds where Envy starts off by winning this round, and then they capitalize on a couple of following rounds by having nice inner executes, and you know, NRG just still don't like get hung up by that situation. They start fighting, and they actually come out on top of the slower rounds. Then, being the one where Cirque finally starts getting some of the entries, and they have players being able to deny a lot of room early, and so on and so forth.
Now, what do you think this really means for Envy, though, right? We've seen games where, okay, the Nuke one we can kind of ignore. It's not exactly like many teams are that deep into Nuke as it is. But for Envy, we've seen them now play Train, we've seen them play Dust 2, Mirage, bit of Cash in there as well. And they are getting some rounds, but there's still a little bit more we need to see from them, right?
No, it's early days for them, very much so. And I feel like they're see more competitive games for the players that have been away from this caliber of Counter-Strike, because it's not easy to just jump into it and be be really producive straight from the get-go, honestly. You need to be able to, for these guys, to get this game so they know the timing, so they have everything in the back of their heads every single time that they get into those situations.
Well, it is time for us to go to a very quick break, but when you come back, it'll be time to see Cloud9 go up against Luminosity. A Cloud9 that's looked okay at times, but still trying to find their feet. Many changes going on with the roster, but a Luminosity that hasn't looked too tactical or too heavy. Can their aim best the Cloud9 veterans, or will it be a different scenario where Cloud9 can take the lead? Stick with us, you'll be finding out soon.